Hello, I'm Miss O'Brien. I'm a secondary school French teacher, and I'm going to be helping you to revise, to improve your French learning skills by making some videos. This video is about the top 5 language learning websites. And there are lots of videos out there that are telling you how to learn languages, but I think it's quite specific. The way that you might prepare for a GCSE is a little bit different to learning a language generally for speaking and communicating in real life, because there are all these topics that we need to learn. There's a lot of vocabulary that you need to remember, and so some of the skills are going to be slightly different. Okay, number 1, the website that I really like for being able to practice grammar, checking your answers, it's called Languages Online. And Languages Online, when you see it, you're going to think, oh, it doesn't look that snazzy, it doesn't look like an app, but it's a really good website. The exercises are laid out really well, and you can check your answers. You can just click check at the end and it'll tell you how many answers you've got right. And the other great thing about it is that you've got exercises that are from Key Stage 3 right up to Key Stage 5. So whatever stage you're learning, it's going to be a useful website. Number two is Quizlet. I love Quizlet. I use it a lot in the classroom. It's really good because there are some games, there are some speed challenges. But there's one thing I would recommend, and that is if you're going to use it to practice your vocabulary, make sure you're using a good list. All the lists are uploaded by individuals. So if your teacher set up some lists, or if you can search keywords, so if you're doing your French GCSE, you might search keyword GCSE or Key Stage 4 or the topic name in order to get a list that is helpful to you. Some topics are going to be easier than others. Some topics you've been doing since you're in year 7 and you know better than others. So it's all about prioritizing your learning. Quizlet's really great for not only learning the vocabulary, to recognize it, but also to be able to spell it. You've got an option to spell it. You've got an option to listen to the word and figure out what it is and then type it in, and it's checking it for you. So you're getting immediate feedback on how well you know that word. Number three is the BBC website and their GCSE bite-size section. So their GCSE bite-size section, they've recently put up some new content. I've been waiting for this to happen for a very long time. And I've got to say that some of the videos are really useful. You will look at them and maybe think, I think some of them are a little bit cringe. They're not quite up to YouTube vlogger standard. However, what's really amazing is that the language that they're using is directly related to the GCSE, and also they've got the transcript. So if you're watching a video, you can then look at the transcript and see what they've been saying and study it further. So really worth having a look. Number four, I'm going to talk about Duolingo and Memrise. These are both apps that help you learn your vocabulary. I think they're really useful. I think you can have them on your phone. You can do 10 minutes a day or do it when you're on the bus. Really helpful for checking in with some pronunciation, because you can listen to the words as well. With Duolingo, I find it's much more generalised and you have to go through different levels. So it doesn't necessarily correspond to the GCSE. But on Memrise, you can search for the lists of vocabulary that correspond to the exam that you're taking. So both really useful. Number 5 is the Languages Gym, and that's got more grammar exercises, more language exercises. There are some fun games. I find it's a little bit hit and miss in terms of it working in a classroom, but at home you should be absolutely fine to use these exercises and improve your French language. So those are my 5 top tips for online resources helping you to practice your French skills for your GCSE.